Hello, guys. A little bit later than expected. We've had some serious technical issues.
Absolute nightmare.
Skype is not playing ball at all. So I hope you guys can hear us. I'll tell you what, I'm going to quickly check now. And let's get this over here so we can get Jack in shot. Can you guys hear Mark? Mark, welcome. You can't see Mark.
Good evening and welcome to our show entitled Technical Difficulties. This has been a painful production for Vanguard Tactics. We apologise for being late. It's taken us about 45 minutes of what can only be described as dicking about to get to this point, so apologies.
Mark swore.
That's not really swearing.
Oh, you spell it differently, don't you, that word? You're like Dickies. Yeah.
Indeed, yeah, sure.
Yeah. It's like a slang. Yeah. So the chat's going mad already. So, yes, apparently they can hear you. So, as some people say, better late than never, right?
Yeah, indeed.
You never want to be premature with anything, so, yeah. Anyway, we do apologise. Basically, what happens is, in order for us to bring you this high-level entertainment, we need to use 3 pieces of software, one of them being Skype, and because they change their rules every single week, there's about 1 million updates, and I have to update my Mac, I have to update Ecamm Streamer, I have to update Skype, and we still can't get Mark's beautiful face on the video, so we've just got him with the audio. So, yeah.
Some may say that's better.
Right, I'm just going to update Patreon. How have you been, Jack, anyway? What have you been up to lately?
All good. Painting as always, me. Can't get me off the painting studio.
Okay, yes.
Yes. It's been really busy at work, things like that, so not had too much time to hobby, so I'm really excited to get some games in this weekend and see the team. So, yeah, can't wait to get back into it.
Nice. You looking forward to it, Mark?
Certainly am. I am debuting an all new force, an all new list.
It's good.
I'm still painting as we speak, ready for tomorrow, which is a piece of advice that we gave to people to say, don't do that because it's really frustrating. But I knew the challenge that we set ourselves, Steve and I, to go with a new list to the tournament we're at tomorrow. I knew this was going to occur, and I said I will be painting on the Friday night before, but I've taken the gamble so that I can try something fantastic, shiny and new.
Apparently, Mark, you're a lot louder than me and Jack.
Okay, let me see if I can turn myself down a little bit.
Yeah, or just not speak as loud.
Okay.
Basically, stop shouting.
Okay, fair enough. Sounds reasonable.
Or me and Jack can really tone it up, you know?
Yeah. There is a difference between you two and your southern voices and my masculine northern voice. Though this is always a problem, even when we're together.
So, who you call a southerner?
I'm like the Brian Blessed of Vanguard Tactics.
But you haven't got the beard for it.
Oh, I did have till this morning, and it's gone.
Thank God for that. I've had a shave, you guys noticed as well.
Me too.
You need a shave. You need to clean that up, son.
Right.
Anyway, let's talk about business. Let's get down to it. What's on the menu tonight then, Mark?
Well, let's start with the amuse-bouche, which is a French word for pre-starter. We've got massive news. Steve, you are the centre of the solar system of massive news. Please unveil your massive news.
Yeah, I have actually got some pretty good news. So the news is I've been extremely fortunate to make the selection for the Team United Nations. So I'll be playing in Serbia in the team event. I'll be up against Team America, Team England, Team Germany, France, the lot in the World Series playing in the ETC. So all those big names that you hear on the podcast, I'll be up against them, mixing it up. I applied for Team United Nations and I was the only British player to get selected. So pretty buzzing about that.
Congratulations, mate.
Thank you.
Well deserved.
Fantastically well done, buddy. I'm really, really pleased for you. I know you will have a wonderful time.
And it gets better because I was also elected captain.
Happy days.
So hopefully I can lead the team to victory. I've met my team. The team was already selected, so I had no
Influence.
Yeah, I've had a few messages off people, and unfortunately, I've got nothing to do with the selection process, which is nice that I don't have to sort of do that. We've been thrown together, and we've got 8 players from 7 different countries.
Cool.
We've got a coach as well, who basically will monitor the team because basically we're going to do a really in-depth game theory with you guys about the ETC, how it works, how team tournament works when you've got 8 players. But basically, all 8 of you play against another 8 from an opposing team. So let's say we're up against Team USA. We'll obviously be pitched against whoever. And there is a pairings process at the beginning. Okay, so there's a pre-game game, basically. And what you're trying to do is steer your ship so that you get the favourable matchups. Okay, so who you think can beat one of their players, right? I mean, I'm happy to play any of them because, give them a right good scene too. Do you know what I mean? That's going to be it. Anyway, so then what's going to happen after that is the team manager or the coach goes along all the games and just makes sure that you're kind of doing what you should be, that what we predicted, okay? And there's 8 teams. Maximum score is 20 points per team. So you've got 160 points up for grabs, okay? To win the round, you literally have to get 81 points.
Simple.
And you win. Yeah. So you need to play for every single victory point. There's none of that getting salty, conceding, none of that, I'm losing, so who cares?
Yeah,
no.
Because even an 18-2 is still 2 points to the team.
Massive.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've said to my team as well, look, I might have to throw you under the bus. I might have to basically get rid of your army because it's the weakest against the armies that we've got, and we can get rid of your or their strongest list. That then means the rest of the team should have an easier run to a team victory.
It brings a whole new level of strategy into the game, which is it's really interesting. We played a little team tournament a few months ago, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, us 3 didn't we? Came second in the UK, so it was good. But you need people with a good team spirit that play for each other. So we had a good Skype call the other day, me and my team, and I just said, look, I want to know what our values are. Number 1, what does success look like for us? Number 2, what are our values? Because I said, I'm going to have your back at every single point. If I get brought into a conflict, I need to know what we agreed. Yeah. And I'll stand by you right to the very end, providing you played by our values and morals.
Nice.
And that's what I'm going to do. So
loaded dice, yeah?
Loaded dice will cheat completely. Wrong lists, everything.
Very good.
That's sarcasm, by the way, if anyone's not sure what that is. I've got a very dry sense of humour, and I know sometimes that gets misinterpreted anyway. So that's the big news. And if you guys want, if you're interested, I can bring the guys on, maybe on my team, onto the show, and we can interview them about their lists and stuff like that, tell you how we're going to win the entire event, in just sort of, be pretty chilled about the whole thing.
Make it all international.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So yeah, follow that. That'll be in August, so follow the progress. I'm not even sure what army I'm playing yet or going to use, because you can only use one codex once as a team. And then our list submission is the 6th of July. So we're only told Sunday, so we've got a very tight turnaround. But I'm getting playing kit, I'm getting dice, so we might be able to do an offshoot of the Team United Nations playing kit and dice. I don't know yet. There'll be loads of cool stuff. You know what I'm like. Yeah. So if you get any questions, let us know. And I'll keep Patreon updated and the email list updated as well. So yes, that's our news. And tomorrow we're off to Greetings of the Warp to play an ITC. So a bit different to ETC, but ITC 1750 points at Greetings from the Warp. So that's what we're talking about today, guys, isn't it?
That's it, yeah. Bit of a preview for the tournament, aren't we?
Yeah. So if you've got any questions about our lists, let us know. We already know who we're playing tomorrow morning. So Mark, what's up next on the agenda?
let us have a little discussion about what we're taking and why we're taking it.
Okay.
I think we had a couple of good Patreon questions over that sort of thing. So why don't we start with Jack? What you got?
So on Tau.
Jack, you got 3 factions to choose from, haven't you? You've got Tau, you've got Marines, and you've got Orcs. So what have you chosen and why?
I've chosen Tau, and the reason for it is Steve didn't finish painting my Orcs in time. So my hands are tied.
Sorry, boys.
Yeah,
My fault.
But I'm happy with it. I haven't played Tau for a while, so I've been practicing with the Orcs and Dark Angels a little bit. So good to give those a run out. Do you want me to touch on the list now, Mark? Just roughly.
Yeah, just give us a rough overview.
Yeah, so 3 detachments, a battalion, a outrider, and a vanguard. The vanguard is the Sisea marksman bomb, nice and simple. And then I got the battalion and the outrider all Tau set. So Shadow Sun, a Coalstar commander, Cadre Fireblade, double Riptide heavy burst cannon, 2 units of 2 broadsides, 1 set with rail rifles, 1 with missiles, and then 16 shield drones, and then 15 fire warriors just to fill out that battalion. So pretty simple strategy. Just cluster around Shadow Sun and just start firing and hope for the best. I haven't practiced this list at ITC, so I'll be interested to see how I get on. But I've got a little bit of a movability to go and grab some objectives later on.
Sounds good. Steve, what you got?
Guys, can you hear us now?
Hello?
Mark's back.
You're back.
Could you not hear us either?
No. Jack just finished talking and then the line went dead.
Right, okay. Because what I'm trying to do here is basically just get you talking to me through this, because we're having a bit of an echo with you talking at the moment.
Okay.
So let's. Right, Mark, you're still bellowing apparently. So, guys, give us a second here. Sorry about this. Shouldn't take too long. Built-in microphone. Where is it? Preferences. Right, audio. Prevent. Use echo cancellation. Right. Mark, now do some talking, please. Mark?
Just fall over.
Mark? 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 Can you hear us?
I can just hear you guys. Just.
You can just...
It's like you've gone to the mouse size and are shouting at me like a small person.
Have you turned us up on your thing?
Mark's better now.
Apparently that's much better for them. Can you hear us okay?
No.
You can't hear us.
No, it's gone really, really faint.
Right. Okay. Built-in microphone. Mark sounds like he normally does.
That's better. That's gone right back up again.
Let's
Okay, I've just moved my microphone way back to see if that's any better. So I'm much further away from it now, so hopefully that helps.
Right. Okay. So you can either have Mark echoey or me not at all. Basically, is your options.
That's the options.
What I've done, guys, is I've just moved the microphone right over, so hopefully that'll help.
Okay.
Okay. Right. We're going to just carry on. You're just going to have to put up with Mark how he is, unfortunately. We'll try and resolve this for future ones. But yeah, we can't. If I put the echo cancellation, then
Mark can't hear us.
Mark can't hear us at all. Harsh. Someone said get rid of Mark. You can't do that. That's mean. Mark's like, the main man. Do you know what I mean? Ian's put tough choice. Look, we're just going to go with it. Yeah. So, Mark, what are you running?
I'm running Custodes. So, got a brand new army. I've been playing Dark Eldar for the past 12 months, and I have had some bikes sat doing nothing for some time. I asked you if you would help me by utilising your airbrush to get them painted so I could use them. So we ran them. We did a little list. I had a couple of games. I enjoyed playing with them. They're very, very different to Dark Eldar. And we had a conversation. We said, why don't I go for it? Try and get some more articles for the army and try and run a list. Obviously, that's quite easy to do with Custodes because you don't need much to. You don't need many models painted to get yourself a list together. So I'm running 3 Forge World Calidus tanks, Trajan Valoris, the Vexilla with the banner, 2 sets of 3 bikes, and a Loyal 32, and that's the lot for 1750.
Nice.
Small but mighty.
Let's hope so. It's going to take. I'm looking forward to tomorrow and Sunday because my aim for the tournament is just to try and see how those items perform.
Yeah.
I've bought some more bits, which actually I'm picking up off Steve tomorrow. So over the next couple of weeks I'll build them. Got some ground troops, got some Terminators, and I'm looking forward to spending a few months play testing all the different units in the Codex and seeing what works well, and using Custodes for the next sort of 6 months, let's say, and trying to become a better player by trying something completely different to what I'm used to.
Yeah, definitely. You'll learn like more about other armies as well because you'll learn how they hurt you. So yeah, nice, perfect, mate.
Did you? Oh, I asked you the question, what are you taking, but the line went dead, unfortunately, so I don't know if you answered it for everybody.
What, Jack or me?
Yourself, you.
So I'm taking. Have you just gone through your list?
I went through my list, yeah.
Okay, I was too busy trying to sort out this audio. So I'm taking Chaos, and I'm taking 2 detachments. This has had a few variations of this list, and basically, what I've got is Master Executioner. Everyone said he's rubbish. I think he's good. For 70 points, I think he can do some work.
He looks cool.
Yeah, he looks sweet. I've given him a cool head as well. Took his head off, put another one on.
Oh.
Put a chaplain head on with a hood. Looks real nice. I've got a Dark Apostle. I've actually got 2 Dark Apostles in the list. I've got a Master Execution. I've got 2 of those little things that walk around with them. What
Disciples.
Yeah, little disciples guys, little friends. One carries a book, he must be bad. Then we've got, it could be a Bible actually, who knows. Then we've got a Demon Prince with wings. of Nurgle.
Okay.
Yeah. We've then got, and this is all Alpha Legion, by the way. 2 of them are in a Supreme Command detachment with Araman, obviously from the Thousand Suns. So I'll lose they won't be -1 to hit. So I'll just put the 2 Dark Apostles in that, basically. And then we've got, they are still Alpha Legion though, and the other Executioner's Mark of Khorne. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get my list off my head here. And then we've got 3 units of Cultists. We've got a unit of 9 Bikes, Alpha Legion, unit of 9 Terminators, Alpha Legion, and then I've got a Hellforged Scorpius tank. And then I've got 3 Obliterators as well. Somebody's asked me in the chat, why the Obliterators? I'm still asking that same question to myself.
Oh, that's no-brainer, the Obliterators.
Yeah, their damage output is anywhere from 5 to 39 on a toughness 8 model. So, you know, really, probably for me, you know my rolling guys, probably going to be a 5.
Yeah.
Absolute no chance.
Yeah.
The Obliterators are a great unit.
Well, they're built and painted, so that's why they're in the list, basically.
I'm looking forward to seeing them painted, actually. They're really nice models, aren't they, the new ones?
Yeah, they're not finished yet. I've brought the army up to a 3. I've done basically the armor with the black armor with a fade on it.
Yeah.
With the airbrush. I need to gloss it, and it will really bring it a lot more, because at the moment it's all matte, and it will make it shiny and deep and dark and black. But I needed to do the gold trims first. I need to wash that, highlight it before I put the varnish on it.
You really enjoyed the gold trims, didn't you?
Really enjoyed the gold trims, guys. You know, if you want something to really, you know, bore yourself, so if you really want to understand boredom and monotonacy and really teach yourself that discipline of what it takes to get through boredom, gold trim.
Yeah. But they look great once you...
Well, I did it, and I done it.
Shall I tell you what I'm currently painting at the minute? Right this very second.
Yes.
Gold trim.
Good man.
But great news, Steve. I'm painting gold trim on one of your commissars. So this is gold trim that you won't have to paint.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, mate. So yeah, that's my list. Someone asked me earlier, because we've got Simon Pridis, who's a good friend of ours, and he's going tomorrow with his orcs, and he's doing exceptionally well with those at the moment. And he said, I've never seen an army like yours before, Steve. And I was like, yeah, not me neither. I'm not sure what it does. So, could be 0 wins for me this weekend. But I'll enjoy it nonetheless. And that's what, I'm, as Mark would say, pioneering a new list here. So It could go really, really well or terribly wrong. No one's going to be expecting to see my list. Yeah. So it should be good. But Greetings of the Warp is like 32 players, but there are some big names going. Like Simon Pridis. You've got Conrad, game 1.
Yeah, so they're both Team Draco, aren't they? Which the whole team usually do very well in tournaments, don't they?
Yeah.
So Sod's Law pulled one of them round 1. Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm on table 1, so I'm calling that as a sign.
Table 1. Staying there all day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was going to set up shop.
Yeah.
And not move all weekend.
So, should we go over who we're playing game 1? Would you guys like to know that? I'm sure they would. So, who are you playing game 1?
So I'm playing Conrad from Team Draco. He's running Azarani. So he's got a LA Top Flywing, which is the free Crimson Hunted Exarchs. Standard, lovely -2 to hit, which is great for my Tau. Lots of lightning fast reactions, so one of them I won't be able to shoot turn 1. And then he's got a unit of 9 Wind Riders, which I think is Sam Haines, actually.
Yeah, so they can move and shoot without penalties. But that means they're not -1 to hit.
Which I think I prefer. And he's got a couple of Wave Serpents, some Dire Avengers, some Storm Guardians, quite a bit of chaff in there for ball control. You can see that he's using
He's got the Guardian Bomb in there, hasn't he?
Got the Guardian Bomb as well. No Rangers or anything.
Doom and Jinx in there.
Yeah, we're both on jet bikes.
Yeah, but you've had plenty of practice playing against Eldar.
Yes, I have, and it's just Eldar as well. It's not Yunari anymore. It's not
the
Dark Eldar. It's not complete flyers. It's not.
There's no Dark Eldar.
There's no Dark Eldar, and there's no Vect in it. So just pure Craftles. It'd be quite interesting to see how they perform actually.
Yeah.
On their own, because I think it's a good codex, but obviously before it was just better when you made it Yunari.
Did everything twice.
Yeah. So it should be a good game. I think a bit cat and mouse, as he is against Eldar, but if I can catch him out in the open, I hope I can do some damage.
So it's ITC is a lot about, and I talk about this a lot on the mentorship program that we run, is all about understanding what your list does, also analysing what your opponent's list does, and then what you need to do every single turn to accomplish victory, and then making sure that you pick the correct secondaries. So that's one key thing, is understanding what when I turn up, no one's going to know what my list does. They're not going to have a clue how my list plays. I'm not even sure. So it's going to be complete guesswork for both of us.
I think it's quite like certain list builds will make you feel that certain secondaries are safe, but the reality is that you want your opponent to pick them. So you're quite smart. It's quite interesting, ITC.
Yeah.
Your list building is a massive part of the whole tournament.
Yeah, like yours, for example, you've got some big units over power level 7, but they're not easy units to take down, are they?
No.
You've got the shield drones for support.
Yeah.
Against you've got plenty of, you've got a fair few characters in there, but...
That's fine. Like, Headhunter's generally a hard one secondary to score.
Yeah.
So, yes, I could easily give the maximum of that, but it's not the easiest one to do.
And also, if you're wasting your time shooting characters...
And if someone's into my lines to target the characters, I'm in a bad way.
Yeah.
I've got bigger problems at this point anyway.
Yeah.
I think my list denies a few secondaries.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Tau are known for their mobility, but I've got a few little tricks up my sleeve to try and deal with that.
We've tweaked your list a bit, haven't we, to have some ability to score some stuff as well.
Yeah,
so we don't want to give too much away, guys, because there could be some people listening to this that we don't want to tell them how we're going to beat them.
Yeah.
We'll let that be a surprise for them. Mark, who are you playing?
I've got Chris, who is usually one of the TOs at Greens from the Warp, so he's obviously decided to...
come and rough you up a bit.
Say again, sorry?
Come to rough you up, Mark.
Quite possibly. He's got a nice little chaos list. I had a quick look at it this morning. He's got 3 Predators in there, which are the quad las cannons, I believe.
Yeah.
He's
if
got
he goes first, that could be some challenge. That could be tough for you.
Indeed. He's got a Forgeable Dreadnought, which is I can't remember if it's the Leviathan or the Dorito.
The Dorito?
Maybe he's bringing some Doritos because he thinks I'll take Custodes, no problem. It's
Leviathan Dreadnought with a Gravflux Bombard.
Is that what he's got?
Yeah.
That's actually nasty.
Yeah, but only one, and he's got the claw.
So he's gone 50-50 combat shooting, okay.
I think he's got a couple of rhinos, some troops in there, some cultists perhaps, some chaos Space Marines.
Yeah, Noise Marines.
It's a real mix of an army, basically. Yeah, real mix.
Chris is a great lad. Looking forward to playing him tomorrow.
Yeah, nice. Should be good, mate. So I am up against Alec. He's already been given it the big chat already in the Facebook group. I've called him out for it. But he has got a Stormlord. He's got a Bane Hammer, I want to say.
That sounds about right.
And he's got some other...
A Bane Blade, is it?
Not a Bane Blade.
He's got three of the big tanks. 3 big tanks. 2 of them are transports, and his whole army's probably in those transports. So he's basically got a 3 or 4 drop list. Yeah, so Bane Hammer, Shadow Sword, Stormlord.
And then all the troops and stuff are probably going to be inside it.
Yeah, so the whole army can fit inside that.
So basically, guys, my only hope is if I get in combat with him. Basically. My only hope is combat. But he's got a gun line and will probably just shoot me off the board before I get to him. So it's going to be interesting tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to round 1, if I'm honest. It's not a nice list. And it really hurts mine because I don't... With my list, it doesn't really have... I've just got a lot of bolt guns. I was expecting to play Horde Demons in Horde Orcs, and I thought, if someone brings Horde against me, happy days. But
there is, in terms of the player pack, there's a few Demon lists, there's a few Orc lists.
Yeah.
But...
there's a lot of Knights.
I was really surprised. There is a lot of Knights there. I thought after the FAQ, we'll start to move away from that kind of meta, but there is... At least 2... No, there's more than that. I reckon there's about 4 Triple Crusader lists in there. which I wasn't prepared for. I think I've got the tools to deal with, hopefully one a turn, but certainly not three. So that's caught me off guard a little bit.
We've got some questions on Patreon, which we'll cover at the end or in a minute. But literally, just to quickly give you guys a rundown, we've got basically. We've got Alex List with the 3 big old tanks. We've got Andrew, he's got basically Crusader, and then Tank Commander Primera Psyker Battalion. We've got then a sort of Demon Plague Bearer list by Ben Jones, who's a good friend of the show. We've got another one with a Cerastus Knight, and then 2 Crusaders, and then some Tech Priests and Rangers. We've got Drakari, Venoms, Cabalites, Reavers, Talos. We've got Chris Lord, who we've already spoke about. Chris Smalley, representing Vanguard Tactics. He's on our mentorship program. He is running a nice little demon list with Plague Bearers.
Oh, I'm not playing Chris. Too many Plague Bearers.
Yeah. He's got Araman, Thousand Suns, Supreme Command,
Nice
2 Demon Princes. He's got some tasty stuff in there. Daniel Johns, top lad, running some Blood Angels.
There's a fair few Blood Angels lists.
There is actually. Astra Militarum. This one's got like...
So the 5 Rus, is it? 6 Rus.
No, Crusader, Errant, and a Warden, and then loads of Guard as well.
Okay.
It's funny because it's only on 3 lines, and the rest is just looks like Guard, but it's not. So it's actually... It says Astra Militarum, but it's not. It's a Guard. It's a Knight list. We've then got... someone's uploaded a...
Error message.
Adeptus Astartes, but it just says error, so his list isn't actually on there. Then we got yours, Filth. Another Imperium playing with Gallant Helverins, and then Company Commanders and Wyverns. There's a High Fleet Kraken, some more Tau Sept, with the what you would expect, Riptide, then loads of broadsides basically. Sort of typical sort of Tau build. Another guy, Kieran, who is coming to our masterclass day in a couple of weeks on the 6th of July, which sold out, by the way, in 8 hours. I couldn't believe it. So thank you to everyone who's coming. He's got some cheeky destroyers, some rangers, some Castellan robots.
Balanced admech list.
Looking pretty nice. Some Dream Crawlers, pretty cool. We've got then Conrad, who obviously you're playing. Mark with Imperium, not our Mark. And he's got 2 Tank Commanders, 3 Lehman Russes, and Wolfguard in Terminator armour. 2 squads of.
2 massive squads. It's an interesting list.
We've then got
Pioneer, that's the word for that gentleman.
Yeah. We've then got Orcs, Big Mechs, and a Stomper.
Yeah,
there's going to be a Stomper at the table, boys, tomorrow.
920 points.
We've then got your Filth, Mark. We've then got another Matthew, another Adeptus Astartes. Serrata, which is basically Dominions, Retributors,
standard sisters build
4 Immolators. Yeah, basically going to be quick, everything in transports, up in your face. Matthew Reed, who's got Knights again, Triple Crusader. A lot of Triple Crusaders about. Then we've got Maxwell Knock, who's got Wave Serpent Spam, 7 of them, I think, in a bit Dark Reapers. More Chaos. Some Alpha Legion with just Dreadnought Heavy. More Blood Angels, more Chaos Space Marines. Simon Pridis is running Big Mech, Warboss.
All the boys. Storm Boys.
Gretchen. Knob, Pain Boy. So Storm Boys. And then Gretchen. So no looters, just everything will have a 5 up invulnerable save and 6 up feel no pain. Toby, then we've got my legendary list of tricks, or not. Then we've got Toby, who has got 3, he's got Trajan Valorous, 3 Contemptor Achilles Dreadnoughts, and then 3 Caladius.
I love it.
Caladius Dreadnoughts.
I absolutely love it. All Dreadnoughts.
And then 2 Land Raiders.
Guy's a hero.
That's your sort of list. He's playing Simon's turn 1. Then we got Tristan from Twisted Dice. He's got some Guard shenanigans and some Wolfen, 3 units of Wolfen, and then
nice.
Be quiet, you Wolf Boy. And then we've got some Intercessors, and looks like he's got a bit of Death Watch in there. So he's got Death Watch, Space Wolves, and Guard interesting. One of my team members has just joined from the Team United Nations. So, how you doing, buddy? We call him Gulliman because I can't pronounce his surname, and it looks very much like.
Is he running Gulliman?
No. We need to change the list, mate. And then we've got Zach, who is running the LGT this year, so he's going to be attending, and he's got cheeky Supreme Command
I knew I recognised the name.
Yeah, so he's running a cheeky Supreme Command of Chaos Space Marines, and then he's got some demons in there as well, Bloodletters, Horrors, and Plague Bearers. Bit of a tank, a bit of a mix in there. So looking forward to it, guys. So shall I go over the questions on Patreon?
Yeah, let's do it.
I got a question first before we go to Patreon, guys.
Okay.
Let's just have a think about what you've heard there. So, what do you think is the biggest faction or type of list that's running? Imperium Soup, would you say?
Yeah.
3 Crusaders.
Or would you so? And let's split that down. It sounds like there's a lot of knights. Like knights could be featuring a lot of lists there. There's a lot of Imperium, a lot of knights.
Yeah. And then Chaos.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. So from what I heard, there's only
One
I think
Eldar.
it's 2 Eldar lists or 1 Eldar list.
There's 2 Eldar lists, 1 Dark Eldar list,
Yeah.
No Harleys.
2 Tau lists, 2 Orc lists,
No Necrons.
no Necrons,
No Grey Knights.
and I think the rest is in Imperium or Chaos.
Yeah.
So it's heavy Imperium and Chaos.
There's a lot of low model count, big stuff. So, not great for me, if I'm honest, guys. Not great for me. I was hoping more Horde. Please, Horde matchups all the way for me, please. Anyway. We'll see.
What do you think that says, if anything, about the meta? Do you think there's been a bit of a swing towards Chaos, and also with Knights people haven't been deterred by the changes from
Well, there's no
the
Castellans.
FAQ?
There's no Castellans.
There's not a single Castellan.
Okay.
But the Castellan's still really good. I don't like. I think the reaction to the Castellan is an overreaction.
Yeah, I think that now the Crusaders is the most efficient choice for an Imperial Knight now.
Yeah. Because you can take 3 of them.
Yeah. And
In
you
not-
get 2 of them up to a 4 of Invan.
And Knights are just so good. They're just so good. I hate
It's may be that the at 1750 the Castellan. I don't remember seeing a Castellan in that tournament when I've played in it twice before, because it might be at 1750 it's tough to fit in, but at 2,000 points we might see a bit of a different spread, you know.
Yeah, you could drop a Crusader, put a Castellan in, and still have the same list, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't be able to fit an additional Knight in, would you, for that points, for the extra 250? So you could just put a Castellan in, and then maybe bump out the. Yeah, so you do 2 Crusaders, a Castellan, and your Guard or friends or AdMech friends, yeah, for the CPs basically. But yeah.
No, I'm surprised about Knights that are there. I'm not surprised there's quite a lot of Chaos because it's obviously quite new and fresh, and they've got some really interesting rules
and also
and combos.
It was a lot of demons. That's probably the most. I mean, there's only 3 Chaos Space Marine lists.
Is there?
Yeah, me, another Alpha Legion, Chris, who you're playing, and I think that's it. There's only 3 Chaos Space Marine lists. There's a lot of demons because they're doing so well at the moment. Like, look at TJ Lanigan, Jim Bessel doing really, really well with demons at the moment. So, yeah. All good.
Yeah, I can't stand Plague Bearers.
No, I hate them. I hate them, literally.
If you can't beat them, I might just join them.
Exactly, I'm thinking about it.
And I can paint them.
Contrast.
1 colour. Job done.
Contrast, mate. Technically, that's 2 colours.
Oh, there you go.
Shade and a highlight.
Yeah.
And a base. 3.
Yeah.
3 colour minimum, yeah. So I think that's it. So, Patreon questions. Jared said, he's calling us out here, boys. Sorry, not sorry. Where are your prep games in the tracking sheet? Good point, Jared. Where are they? Where's yours, Mark? We didn't put ours in, Mark, did we, from our test game?
No, we didn't. We should have done. I suppose we were not even classing them as prep games. They were just pioneering games.
We'll make a separate spreadsheet for that.
I've had 0 prep.
Jack's had 0 prep because he's got a new job and he's been quite busy, but still slap on the wrist because you should be making time for it.
Yeah.
Amateur. We've got another question. For viewers who aren't yet... And this, I really love this question. For viewers who aren't yet participating in competitive circuit, how do you find out about events that are out there? And how far in advance do you have to plan to secure tickets in digs? Well, guys, got a solution for you. So, what you need to do is join our email list. www.vanguardtactics.com. And if you're a TO, get in touch with me through that email and say, hey Steve, I've got a tournament I'd like you to talk about. Let us know and I'll email that out. Because the email list is growing pretty substantially. So why don't we use it, guys, as a tool? Because I remember what it was like when I first did it. I heard about the Warhammer World ones, and then that was it. Someone told me about Battlefield Birmingham, went there, met a couple of people.
It's kind of like word of mouth, isn't it? More
yeah. So, guys, get on my email list, or our email list, should I say. I email you guys every week. I give you some playing tips. I review my games and stuff on there. But then I can also tell you, so we've got one coming up in Newcastle. So I'm going to email out this week about that one, okay? So that's at the end of July, start of August. So I'll email you out about that event, the details, everything like that. But guys, you need to, be getting your tickets within 24 hours of that event going live. I've now booked on for Cali Revolutions for all of us because I knew it'd sell out, and I did it on the day. Look at, I've managed to get my ticket for the LVO.
I missed out.
You missed out, and Jack was meant to be coming with me.
Tournaments like LGT, Battlefield Birmingham, that was a sellout within, did you say 24 hours?
Battlefield Birmingham sells out literally before I get home from Birmingham because they put it out on the day. So, guys, if you're a TO, get in contact. If you know a TO and you want to get your event organised, get in touch with me, and I'll put it out through our email channel. And then you guys who want to get on the circuit can then go on that email list and find out about where some latest events are. Apart from that, check out Frontline Gaming. They've got some events on there, BCP, but they're all in different places, so it'd be great to centralise that. Obviously, and I can put the admin time in to do it. So, Someone said it is Birmingham north of the Wall. It is. It is north of the Wall, yeah. Anything above Worcester, north for me. Yeah. So that's a really good question.
I've got another suggestion for the guys as well, is that we've said this before, the tournament we're going to tomorrow is a really, really good fun tournament with great people. We've had loads of joy every time we've been there. Go to Facebook and join the group, Greetings from the Warp. There's about 1,000 people in there, post regularly, all sorts of hobby and stuff. There's a lot of guys into the 30k in there. So I joined that group, and that group has participants from all over the UK, and I know there's quite a few people who've flown in from Northern Europe or Sweden and stuff like that for that tournament before because it's so good.
Yeah, definitely. So it's going to be our third one now, Mark, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always a good one and good to support those guys that put it on. They do a really, really good job. So train's looking really beautiful. Really well organised event. So it's called Greetings from the Warp. Okay, so what it's called. So guys, we'll leave that there and we'll do another review next week or something and telling you guys. Okay, so we've got a question here. Hey guys, when you have the time, can you do a little talk about the new Primaris tank? Stats have just been revealed. Is its cannon good enough to make it relevant? 4-shot, strength 10, -4, d6 damage, minimum 3. Pretty good.
I like it.
Repulsor's quite a good little cheeky tank.
To be fair, I'd be tempted with the double shooting plasma. Because the 2d6 might start to average out that. Might average that out a little bit.
Put some Gulliman rerolls on that as well.
It looks great. And the little admit vehicle's pretty cool as well.
The admit vehicle looks really tasty, actually.
Yeah.
I think I'll pick up.
Good rules,
I'll pick up 3 of them.
Yeah.
I think I will go 3.
What, for heavy support choice?
I think I will. I've got a little gap in my list for some points, and I think depending on where their points come in, I think they'll fit in quite nicely. So
if you were trying with some Dune crawlers, some of the bits and bobs, weren't you? They weren't
doing it for me.
No.
So I think could be give it that mobility. Because my AdMech list I really like, but it's just not quite ticking all the boxes for me at the moment. So
could be the perfect answer.
Yeah, Ian James has said double shooting plasma with Dark Angels with Weapon of the Dark Age. Cheeky. Like it. But yeah, it's all gonna be dependent on points cost, guys, and maybe is there new stratagems that come out with it. So yeah, once we've got some more info, guys, we'll do a full review on that. But anyway, thanks so much for tuning in. Sorry we were so late with the technical issues. Me and Jack now are going to do some play testing. So that we go through our deployments pre-game, how we're going to do everything turn one, where we're going to deploy, how we're going to win, and that is going to be coming, that's what we're going to be doing shortly. Yeah. So, guys, remember, head over to our email list. I email you every week with cheeky tips, loads of free content that I give out, and loads of stuff over on our Patreon as well. So, lots to come. Take care, guys, and we'll see you all soon.
See you later.
See you later, bye.